Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching today's ASMR reading. We will be doing some readings basically focused in on the Lionsgate portal for the next, basically until the 12th. That's when the portal closes. It opened up like 26th, the 28th, around there. So let's see what you have this Lionsgate portal and what exactly you will be walking through to. We did a Starseed reading actually that talked about portals, so maybe you want to check out that reading. But just at the bottom here it says your commitment is being tested and a fiery climax approaches. So let's get some Monology cards to see. Monology cards to see. Alright, let's see these three. Sorry, I forgot the ocean waves were playing in the background. I'll turn it off right now. So your hard work is paying off. So what you can expect during this Lionsgate is the things that you have wanted coming into fruition. Also, don't let your past hold you back. So there's this energy of, and also this is the Leo South Node. Well, no, I think I'm saying what mine is, but the South Node, you want to check that sign of yours. Oh, and it came back out, your commitment is being tested. So you can check what your South Node sign is. It could be possibly in Leo, or you might be a Leo in another important placement. So, but this is saying that all of the things that you have or have not been working for is coming into fruition. And I say have not because sometimes we want a lot of things very much, but when it comes to being committed and doing the things that we want, or being in a place where we are like actually putting in action behind the things that we say we want, sometimes your commitment and what you say, you have to be very diligent about the things that you say that you want. So if you have not been at this point where your hard work is paying off, it's at a point now where your commitment to the things that you say you want is being tested. So do you really want the things that you want if you haven't been putting in that work? That's the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles energy, where I would say this is the Eight of Pentacles and this is the Eight and this is the Seven. Either way, but the energy of those two is like the Seven of Pentacles is talking about seeing the rewards from your investments, and the Eight is like your diligent work being put in. So your commitment to what you've been doing is like the Seven of Pentacles. And if you have kept up that work consistently, whatever is consistent for you. So don't let your past hold you back or keep you stuck in a certain place. So we have 3 here. Just to get more perspective, it says at the bottom of the deck, I've shuffled however many times, but expect powerful change. It's like a whole eclipse of energy coming through right now, and that type of energy changes you and everything around you. So you can also say, look at the bigger picture and step out of your comfort zone. So we have, I'm gonna move this one over, the South Node and the North Node. Like I said, you'll want to look at those placements because, you know, this determines basically, or has it has insights on. It doesn't determine, you determine everything in your life, but it has insights on how you show up in the world. So your North Node is the way you show up, and your South Node is what could possibly interrupt you and hold you back. So you're wanting to make sure that, hey, you're showing up in the world as the new you and not letting old incarnations or old situations in your life determine, well, I'm not going to go for this because I've had things in the past that didn't work out. So let's get some tarot. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess I'll get 2 more. 2 more. Thank you. A bunch of cards, but okay. So, looking at the cards we have flipped over, 4 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I think the first one that flipped was the Justice card. The Magician. The 5 of Cups. Eight of Wands. Okay. So just looking at these cards here. So the Justice card, I have all the rest in my hand, but the Justice card is that balance. Balancing of fairness and remembering that you sit on the throne in that seat in your life of truth, and you have to be the keeper of that, like that truth, that fairness, and you are the ultimate balance in your life. No one else is going to be able to balance the polarities of any given situation in your life better than you are. So making sure that you are, and that's also number 2. 11 is a master number, but the number 2 is that balance of duality here that you see. And you also have the 8. That 8 of Wands, which is all about, the 8 in itself is about manifestation, and the card of 8 of Wands is about speed. So what are you manifesting quickly? Stepping into this portal and being here, you are at a place of manifesting, and what you pay attention to is what directs your manifestation power and your decisions that you need to make. So how are you making these decisions based off of your being practical or being not practical, based off of the skills that you have obtained? Is basically shining a light on what you're choosing to manifest and how those things are, showing up for you based on what you do or not do, or what you do or what you choose not to do and hold yourself back from. So let's also look at the Page of Swords, which is a bunch of new ideas, that air energy, a lot of swift movements. So you have air, 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 and this one is fire. But that does have a lot of swiftness. So the air energy is a mental energy, and is like a thirst for knowledge, like you're wanting to learn a lot. Not only that, you're finding new ways to use your mental knowledge, maybe get paid off of your mental. You're finding new ways to communicate with people around you, customers, whomever, so that you're able to sort out these new ideas and, like I said, get paid from all of the mental energy that you exert, because that can be just as tiring as physical energy from whatever you are doing. Which leads us to the Magician, which is also about manifesting and that manifestation power, like the 8 of Wands there, but it has the 1 here. So 8 going into that 1, 8 and 1 together is 9, but having that, you can also see a symbol, the infinity symbol, which looks similar to an 8, even though they're different. But this is the card of that, like I said, the action. So this card is the mental energy down here, and then after you gain those new creative ideas, is what do you do with them? And that's the Magician card. So those two coming, being right next to each other is a great thing, because faith without works is dead. People say that a lot, because it is true that if you don't put in that action behind the things that you want, you're basically, like this card, the Moonology card, is letting your past hold you back. So now we have that 4 of Wands energy. The 4 is about your completeness, your stability, the power, the foundations of which you set things up on. I never actually noticed this before, but this does look like a stage, a foundation. You can see the platform part and then the foundation here. So it's what are you setting? What are you? And then the people in the background, you can see right there. People in the background look like they're building around or gardening, and tilling the land. So it's all about that. Also that work. This is also that fire energy, the energy that you need to push you forward. Leo, Aries, different Sagittarius, different things like that. So that progress that you're making, that you want to celebrate about, because you feel that with all the work that you've done, maybe you feel maybe you're not getting that justice or your just due, or that people haven't been noticed to all of the things that you've been putting in, the time that you've been investing. Maybe it's been a lot of mental energy on your part and not the action part. So making sure that you're balancing justice. So if you want the world to recognize the great works that you do and to celebrate, you also have to work on your personal celebration and your inner harmony because this card in reverse is talking about the lack of support. So you have to be your first foundation, like that platform on which everybody else can communicate how proud of whatever you're doing after you gain that pride in what you're doing. So the mental energy that you've been thinking about, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, using that North Node and South Node energy and realizing how you're showing up, which is very important. Realizing how you're showing up is all determining about your Queen of Pentacles energy, what you've been nurturing and what you've been, allowing to go on in your life. So you have to be the one who's taking those air ideas and bringing them out into the physical. Everything that starts in your mind is just a mental energy, but the way you nurture it and the way that you can also gain financial independence is with you being the person who, like I said, uses that magician energy, so that you're able to say, hey, this is, not only am I thinking about this, but I am taking action on this and doing it swiftly. When you have those ideas, those moments of genius, even if it's writing it down very quickly so that the idea doesn't leave you, because definitely other people are having the same ideas at the same time with this Lionsgate portal. You could think of the source like the ultimate. When it sends like a creative idea to you, it sends it to other people, and that's because it has the intention of setting this thing up for the future. So the investment, the long-term view is that someone has to get this idea out, and if not you, it has to be someone else, because these great works have to be done. So not being in the reverse side of this energy where you feel like you're limited on your success or your rewards, or the things that you have been planting have not been sprouting up. And that is because I would even think of the idea is the seed, and you planting it is the action, you watering it is the action, you tilling the land, all of those things is the actions. So the idea is just a seed, but in order for you to get to the investments of this and and get those results, you need to have that sustainable work, not just hard work and putting it in for the short term, but being committed. This is testing your commitment here. Your commitment is being tested. You got that card before, so that you are seeing a lot of hard work. Not just your hard work, but you're persevering through the hard times with all the work that you are doing. Now, the Five of Cups. The 5 energy is all about that instability. So typically whenever we see 5s, it is talking about the things that you can lose or you regret, or something that you have lost but you are finding peace about, and you're accepting the things that you lost, and you're not regretting it so much as you're moving on. Because even though you can see this person you get to decide this energy basically. So this person has 3 cups that spilled out, and you could be the type of person who focuses on the spilled milk, or you could turn around and realize that, hey, I've got 2 more cups. I'm not done yet. It's not over. Nothing is finished, and as long as I keep, you're the type of person also who looks at the bigger picture. So if you look at just one-sided, is basically the opposite of the justice. If you just look at the 3 cups that spilled over, you're not looking at the full picture. Like, imagine that this was all that it showed. It wouldn't be the 5 of cups, it would be the 3. So if you're looking at the full picture, you're realizing that there's nothing to really be that disappointed over. You can take your 2 cups and move on and create more from there. You could pluck different seeds, plant different seeds, and invest instead of, like I said, crying over the spilt milk. Realizing that whatever has left has done so for your highest good, no matter what. So, and we have another 8 as well. So the 8 card is, with the strength. 8th again is about manifestation, power, your strength and control. And right now you're dealing with a lot of inner strength. It's also, the Leo card. So Lionsgate, that lion came out. Leo energy. And it's Leo season as well. So like I said, you could have those. I know I have the North Node in Leo. So that's the thing that you are headed towards. So that is also, like I said, it's the way you show up in this world, deciding if you are going to allow your past to hold you back, or if you're going to persuade yourself and others for the highest and best good of yourself. So you're not just sitting back and basically waiting for the world to tell you whatever. You are focused on what you can do and what you want. You have a lot of pride, this Lionsgate portal. And all this pride is swelling up because it's a lot of raw emotions coming up in this time to guide you towards the things that you want, and not pushing yourself down or allowing others to push you down. No weakness is being shown. You came into the upright position, so it's a lot of courage to tame the lion of yourself, to influence and persuade yourself to do things and others. It's like I've been seeing a lot of videos on doing the hard things, or people making videos just about getting your brain to crave doing hard things. And sometimes that's what you need for this, Queen of Pentacles energy and 7 of Pentacles energy. It's about the investments that you make. And sometimes when you wake up, you won't always want to do the same things every day. It's like a farmer having to get in that same routine of doing something over and over, or that magician having to do the same routine to see that action. Having the thought is one thing, walking through with it is another. So every day you're calling on that inner strength to, push your agenda forward for your best and highest good. All right, so let's get some fortune cards for this Lionsgate. Okay. All right, so let's get some fortune cards for this Lionsgate. I think that is plenty. Let's just see what we have. So moon, changes in your life. Changes in your life. Definitely this is a period of change right now. And you get that's a great thing. You have the option to change. So if something is not working out in your best or highest good, it's a great thing that you always have the ability to change. You're never stuck. Hand in need of help, assistance, or guidance. So sometimes the mental energy that you can use is what can pull you out of that stuck places and those changes that you can make in your life. Sometimes the assistance, the guidance, or just the synchronicities that you may be seeing at this time can help you make those changes that you want. You'll be receiving a gift, or receiving or giving a precious gift. So the diamond. So maybe it's just speaking of like the gems, the jewels. Maybe you're watching these readings. You're watching other readings right now that is giving you precious gifts, like mental gifts, and maybe you want to return those insights or return those great things, because that energy of giving and receiving. So if someone is helping you right now, you could be giving them something as well to support them or support readers like you, like me. So purse, pay attention to your finances as well. This could be, like I said, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Right now, you're thinking about, what have I put in and invested at this point? You have the bowl, plenty of material things. So I feel like this is the Seven of Pentacles, where you're paying a lot of attention to your purse, your finances. And the bowl is talking about that abundance, that Queen of Pentacles energy, where you have plenty of material goods. So that could be a part of you giving and receiving. Everything is like that. It's like a breath in and out, not just taking in, or not just giving and pushing out. It's the flow of both. So you will be taken care of in difficult times, which I feel like is justice, and it's a reason to celebrate. Because sometimes if a difficult period comes up, like if a period like the Five of Cups situation comes up, we feel like, dang, this is over with, or you feel like woe is me. But you can look at this situation and see that you will be taken care of, and I feel like that's the Two Cups being saved. So torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. That definitely goes to that. It's like understanding that you have something, you always have something to celebrate. You can be thankful that the Two Cups are still up, or you could be depressed that the Three Cups spilled over. Slowly but surely getting ahead. That's definitely the inner strength, the Queen of Pentacles energy, that Seven of Pentacles energy, where you're like the tortoise, because the tortoise always wins the race in the end, but you have that good fortune. That's always a good. I saw the sun at the bottom of the deck one time. It's the King of Pentacles now, so that's another symbol of your wealth coming in, and you may be getting that from how generous you're being, or just the prosperity and abundance that you have been disciplined and collecting for yourself. So that could be one of the reasons why. And so let's get some more. Egg, success with good plans and hard work. So that's the definitely that Eight of Wands energy. Also the Magician, you know, where you have been planning out those actions and taking those steps dutifully in order to get the opportunities that are waiting for you. So you have a lot of doors opening with this 888 portal. Also, this is the year 8. If you do those numbers, astrology, 4, 2, and 2. You know, this is the year, the 8th. So it's a lot of wealth and abundance coming up. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the King at the bottom. So leg, stepping into a new experience. So this is something that you have possibly just never done before, and no one in your family has ever done it before. So that's why it may look different getting it off the ground. But you are a person who is like a visionary. The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is like that visionary energy, and you're not going to give up until the things that you want come into fruition with that Magician energy. And last, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So you could be using those friendships that you have, calling on those people around you for help and assistance and guidance in this time, or just making new connections, and now those connections somehow putting you over the top to your, you know, your finances. So stepping into new experiences. Maybe you're not the most sociable, or you're just making new connections in a new field. So that is your reading, your first Lionsgate reading on this channel. Definitely will be doing some more ASMR readings, so come back for those. And thank you so much for watching today's video.